Good afternoon and welcome to Friday with Fiona, and today we're using the Decorative Trees dies. So it's quite a big set, and there they go. Really love this set. I have to warn you, some of them are a little bit tricky getting out. I hate it when it's not straight. A little tricky getting out of the this one in particular, the dots, is absolutely horrendous, but if you use some wax paper it makes it a lot easier. The others aren't too bad. This one is fine, and this one is fine, and this one, but the one really with the dots and the dots here, a bit of a nightmare, but I have got a couple of using them. I've tried to have everything ready to save some time, and I've also used the sentiments because I've only got the dies for this bundle, haven't got the stamp set. Don't quite know why I didn't get it, but anyway, sorry, didn't have do not disturb on. And I'm using the sentiments from the greetings of the season, so I'll just put those to one side. And I've got a couple of extra cards to show you as well. I realised I was doing my cards in all the same colour, so I have moved away and tried to do some in some different colours, and I was using those. Okay, so let's start off with so also just to remind you, the host code is on the screen. If you purchase something from my online store by midnight on Tuesday, I will send you the kit to make to each of the 3 cards, everything that you need except stamped images, of which are only the sentiments, so you can use you know, what you've got at home to do those. But you'll get the cardstock, the die cuts. I'll do all the die cuts for you, and I'll send those out to you. So you've got till midnight on Tuesday to spend £25 or more in my online store, and that is the host code. So I'm going to just remove that so you can see a bit more of my desk. And let's start. So I love this. Is Lost Lagoon, and the paper is the Thoughtful. Oh, now I'm going to forget what it is. It's a specialty paper. It's the Thoughtful Design, so it's from the annual catalogue. That's, I don't know what colour that is actually. Petunia Pop, I think, there, and then it and the one I'm using is Lost Lagoon. Oh, look at that. Highland Heather, Old Olive, Cajun Craze. So really lovely. There's a few layers on this. That's the other thing. When you get the kit, if you spend in my store, I will send you a full written tutorial which will have all the measurements and everything on it. So I've got my normal card base, which is a half of an A4, scored in half. So it's 21 by 14.8, scored in half at 10.5. Then I've got a piece of just basic white, which I think is 9.5 by 13.8. Just double check. Yep, 9.5 by 13.8, and that's just going to go on as a mat. And then I've got various different layers. Now this one is a piece of the designer series paper, and this is 10.5 by 7.5. And once I've got that layer down, in fact, let's do that. Let's get the layers down, and then I can talk you through it as we go along. So I'm just using some seal. I haven't topped my wet glue up yet, so make sure this is in camera. So I'm going to have a nice frame of the Lost Lagoon on all 4 sides, and then this is going to go in the middle, but from side to side of the Lost Lagoon. Whoops. I'm just going to lay that across. Oh, no, that's not quite at the edge. Oh, come on, get up. because I hadn't pushed it down hard, I was able to pull that up. Right, let's turn that around and get that right to the edge of the Lost Lagoon. There we go. And then it goes from edge to edge. Okay, then, oh, you know what? I did this last time. I forgot the ribbon. So what I'm going to do, this is basically how not to make a card. I'm going to just make a little hole in there so that I can pop my ribbon in there. And this is how not to make a card. Let me get some glue dots. Whoops-a-daisy. So I'm just going to put some glue dots on the edge there so that the ribbon will attach to it. There we go. And I'm going to put my ribbon in there. And then put that down. It's not ideal, but I don't want to miss it out completely. And then that's going to go across to there. And I'll do the same thing on this side. Oh, I can actually get that up. That's good. Let's get that underneath. Need to trim that a bit. No glue dots. I'm going to pop it actually on the ribbon and push it under. There we go. Oh, great. So, as I say, it's not perfect. It's better to wrap it round properly. But in the event that you make a mistake like I did, that's an option. Okay. And now I can just tie my bow, which is going to go at the side, and get the ribbon out of the way. Oh, it's alive. Okay. And trim that off. And that's going to go at the side with some more glue dots. Brilliant invention, glue dots. There we go. Right. So carrying on now, back on track with the card. I've then got my other layers. So I've got a piece of basic white, which is 8.5 by 11. And then I've got a piece of Lost Lagoon, which is 10 by 7.5. And that's going to go there. And then I've got another piece which is 10 by 7.5. So this basically is going to be my tree. So it's going to go behind there. So I'm just going to get these ones ready, and then I will just bring my mini cut and emboss machine in to show you how it works. I think with the other ones I've got all of them prepped, but we'll just do this first one to show you. Oh, all fingers and thumbs today. I do not know why. Okay. That's better. There we go. So that's my mats, which is going to go on with dimensionals. And that should be smaller than that. Yeah, just a fraction. Okay, so let's get these out of the way. And I'm just going to bring it in my beautiful boho glue mini stamping, cut and emboss, stamping, cut and emboss machine. There we go. So you can see there. Now, which die? What have I done with the die? Oh, there they are. Right, so the die I'm going to use is this one. So it's going to cut out the pattern and also leave a hole. Hopefully, that's the plan. I'm just going to line that up. This top one is a bit warped. I think I might need to replace it. Hope it's not shaking the camera too much. Okay. There you go. So now I've got the hole in my white card and then I have my insert in there. So let's just get this out of the way. So now I can put my lovely foil piece behind it. Okay. That's beautiful. Right, so I'm just going to pop some wet glue. This is my green wet glue, but I started using this press because it's so much easier on my hands. So if, like me, you have arthritis, then this is a fabulous way of using your green glue. And let me lay that down there. Let me get my silicone mat before we have an accident. There we go. Lovely. So that's going to go on there like that. So you just got a very slim bit of the lost lagoon around it. Let's get that on and then we'll do the final bit, which is the actual tree itself. It's a lovely colour, lost lagoon. Kind of a cross between a blue and a green. There we go. And that's going to go on there with dimensionals. Okay, so there's my tree, and I'm just going to get the little bits and pieces out. And this is one of the easier ones to pull apart. As you notice, I didn't use my wax paper. Just need to be gentle so don't tear any of the bits that you're leaving behind. There we go. And there's still some little bits. This is why I've got all the others ready. So it just takes a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. And some more up there. You can get them out once you put them down, but the other thing that's really useful to do, which I haven't done this time, is to use the adhesive sheets, because they really make your life easier. Okay, so now I'm going to lay this down and it's just going to fit in there. I think that's how I did it. Yeah, just going to fit in there like that. So I just need a very little bit of the glue on some of the bigger bits. I think that's coming out. Yeah, that's coming out. So I'm just going to find some bits where it's relatively easy to put the glue. And that's the beauty about this. Precision press. Right. A couple of excess bits there. And there. Let's get it away from the glue. That's it. Okay, and now I'm going to fit it into the bit that I took it out of. And it should fit perfectly. So what I'm doing is I'm lining up my edges. And I have got a little bit of glue on my fingers. There we go. Let's get rid of all these excess bits. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is pop that on with dimensionals, and I haven't actually put a sentiment on that one because I kind of felt it didn't need it. It kind of stood, I don't know, I just thought it was amazing and it didn't need it. What's that? Using hundreds of dimensionals here. There, okay. Well, I don't know what it's like near you, but the weather here is really, really miserable. So a craft room is exactly the right place to be. Okay, I'm just going to pop that down there. And it's going to hold the ribbon in place as well. That's just coming up. I need a little bit more glue there, just to hold that in place. That's where I pulled it up to put my ribbon in. Okay, there you go. So that's craft. Oh my goodness, it's taken a long time. That's a card number 1. And then I just put some beautiful dimension druzy gems on there. But that's card 1. Okay. Then I realised the next card I had planned was the same colour. So I thought, no. So I've gone completely away. And I believe this was a German demonstrator that had done something. So I've cased it and changed some of it. So this is it's the same tree that you cut out, and then when you put the little one on, you just trim it off. And I've used grey granite and pretty in pink, which I think is just lovely. Grey and pink always seem to go together. Okay, now I have got everything ready with this because this one was very fiddly. The other thing I wanted to show you, the grey mat that's going underneath. If you are short of cardstock and you need to save some, what I did was I just took my deckled rectangles and I made sure that the bit that's going on top was bigger than the rectangle I used, and I took some out of the middle. So now I've got that to use on another card. Okay. Apart from the trees, this is all laid quite flat. Hopefully saving some postage. I sent some birthday cards. Oh my goodness, I could not believe how much first class was. I really needed to send it first class as well, but do you know what? Well, couldn't believe it. I think it was something like £1.55. Okay, so let's put the grey granite mat down. And then I've used the, I think it's called So Swirly. Yeah, the So Swirly 3D embossing folder, because to me, I think it looks like snow and I just love it. Really, really beautiful, this one. And again, that's going to go. So I'm going to, this time I'm going to use some tear and tape because of the embossing. I want to make sure that it stays stuck down. So just going to quickly put some tear and tape on there. Right, let's get this onto the card and then we can start playing with the trees. I mean, I don't know how many days it is, but it's not long. Okay, let's get that lined up on the grey granite. I love saying that, grey granite. There we go. Okay, then this is from the Peaceful Season, and I've die cut grey granite backing, and again, it would make my life a lot easier if I had put adhesive sheets on the back, but I didn't, so never mind. And let's just glue that down. Let's bring it in my silicone mat again. It's got some wider bits, so it's not too bad. I'm really hoping I've used adhesive sheets on the trees because they are fiddly. Okay, let's get that onto the backing. I mean, this colour combination is not me at all, but I'm loving it. There we go. So that's my Christmas. And here's more. Yes, I have got adhesive sheets on the back of this. I did try and get most of the stuff out, but as you can see, it's pretty fiddly, particularly the dots. But beautiful. Okay, so when I pull that off, now I've got a pink tree, which I'm going to put my pink layer onto, and then I've got a grey tree, thought I'd lost it for a minute, which I'm going to put my white onto. So let's go from this end actually. Yeah, so it's pulling off the adhesive backing. There we go. So that's my grey tree. And then my pink tree. So this is smaller, but I've cut the regular size tree out. And I'm just going to get the backing off. And then we'll trim. Come on. Please come off. Okay, so I'm going to line that up and you'll see that my tree is too big, basically. So all I'm going to do is take my paper snips and trim along under. And there you go, that's my tree. So I've got a pink layer and a grey granite layer. which way around it goes. And I've got some pink bows there, and I've got a grey star. So we're nearly there with this one. I just need to stamp, what did I do with the stamp set? Merry. I'm just going to stamp Merry. I've got something in my eye. Oh, excuse me. It's probably one of those little adhesive dots flying around. So I want Merry. Now on that one I did the can't think what the word is, font, the different font, but I actually not that keen on it. So I'm just going to get my Pretty in Pink. And I'm just going to stamp, oops, it's upside down, that doesn't matter. Start from, let's try and do it the right way up. I'm trying to be straight as well, but I'm not sure it is that straight. And then we're going to go off the end. Here we go. So that's going to go along the bottom, and I'm going to get my grey granite Stampin' Right marker. Grey granite. And I'm just going to draw some sort of squiggly lines. Well, actually, you can't even see them because it's covering them. I think I must have left that off. Well, how weird is that? Anyway. Okay, so let's pop this on with some Seal Plus. So it's going to be like a frame, not a frame, a shelf for the trees to stand on. Okay, and then my trees are going to go on there, and my Christmas is going to go down there. Was it saying Merry Christmas? So I just need my dimensionals. And what did I do with my dimensionals? Merry Christmas. So that's going to go up there. And then my little pink one is going to go next to it. Okay, and then I've got a star to go on my pink one and a tiny little bow, which has got adhesive sheet on the back to go. And these are tiddly. You cut out 6 at a time, but they really are small. I'm just going to pop that on the top there like that. And then that one needs a small dimensional. And go like that. Okay, and there's card 2. So I actually really love this card. It's not, and these are, I've got some berries the individual berries on here. I'll pop those on later just to save time. But I just am falling in love with this colour. So I hope you like it as well. Right, and then my third and final one is very different. I saw something similar on Instagram, Pinterest, I don't know. But it was a huge card. So mine is just a regular size. And I've taken pecan pie and embossed it with the new Forever Plaid 3D folder, which is just fabulous. And then I've used pecan pie for the holly tree. It's got adhesive sheet on the back. And then I've cut one big tree out in pecan pie, and then I've cut the other bit out in the white, and then that is in the glimmer paper, which I have to say is stunning. And then these are the nested essential dies, and I just stamped Merry Christmas. And do you know what? Again, it's not my colours at all, but I absolutely love it. So this card base is slightly different. Let me get all my bits out without losing any. So it's a half a sheet of A4, but cut the other way. So it's 29.6, scored in half at 14.8, and then the width is 10.5. So I've already done hopefully everything. So I've got my bit of pecan pie, which is going to go up on the top here. Now again, because it's embossed, I'm going to use my tear and tape. Getting loads of mess on my table, but never mind. Let's get the tear and tape out. I think it's really warm. It's a really warm colour, the pecan pie. Okay. I'm just going to put it from side to side, and then I can trim off any excess. Well, that fits pretty well, perfectly. Okay. And then I've got the two smallest sizes of the Nested Essentials, again, basic white and pecan pie. And I can just put some seal on there. And put that to the top. And put that to the top there. And then I did put a snowflake on there. Now, so this is the one that goes here, and that's got adhesive sheets on the back. Here is my plain pecan pie one, and this time I did them both in glimmer. I don't know why I didn't do it on that one, but I've done them here. And then that one's my plaid one's going to go there. So, and then you can see I've got the adhesive sheet on the back. Now hopefully when I pull the adhesive sheet off, it's also going to pull the other bits away. Maybe not. I was hoping it would pull them out of their holes, but it hasn't to some extent. The little bits are flying everywhere on my desk. Not to worry, it's worth it. I feel like I should have a Christmas hat on, actually. I can't even get to my Christmas box at the moment, though. So, right, just a couple more bits to get out. Okay, if I try and get the adhesive sheet, I'm hoping it'll pull them away with it. Yes. There we go. So that's going to go on. Whoops. Oh, it's beautiful with the glimmer paper. Just need to get those 2 bits out there. There we go. Oh, there's some there as well. Oh, isn't that pretty? And then that's going to go there. Running out of dimensionals, actually. Put that one there. And then this is the mini one. That worked. Yippee. These bits are going everywhere. I really am loving this card. Oh, I just realised I've done a different one. I did the swirls. That's okay. And then last but not least, the glimmer plaid one. Oh, come on. There we go. Now there's quite a lot of plaid still in there. I'm just going to try and pop some of it out. But I'm not going to spend ages doing it. Okay, let's pop that down. And that's something I can finish later. The glimmer is just gorgeous. There we go. Now I've got a little base. I didn't leave enough room for it. That's okay. I've got a star to go on top here. So I just need a tiny bit of glue dot. Not glue dot, dimensional. And that's going to go there. Okay, that's card 3. Oh, okay, I didn't do the Merry Christmas. So I've got a strip here, which is 1.5 centimeters. And I'm just going to, oh, I've got the Merry out already. Didn't clean it though. It's got pink on it. And I want to stamp with, oh gosh, my mind is, now I've dropped a stamp. This is not a good day. Where did that go? Found it. I'll just pop under my desk for it. Right, there's the Merry. Pecan pie. That's it. So I'm going to stamp that in pecan pie. Just going to stamp Merry. And Christmas. And then trim them up. Merry Christmas. Not too keen on that font. I don't know why. The swishy one. Merry Christmas. And I'm just going to literally cut those. Need to trim that down. That's not very straight. Merry Christmas. Right, so that could just go on the top there with some dimensionals. Just cut these ones in half. And then I should have enough. Merry Christmas. Let's make some space and I can show you all three. So that is card 3. I'm loving the glimmer. Really, really loving that. It's card 3. Card 2, pretty in pink, just stunning. And the first one was Lost Lagoon. So there you go. I hope you like those. As I say, if you spend £25 in my online store by midnight on Tuesday, I'll send you a kit to make 2 each of them without the sentiments. You will get that one, but you won't get that one or the Merry there. But thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you've enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you next week, Friday at